Hello everyone, hope you all are doing well. So in this video, we'll discuss the last problem of Leetcode Weekly Contest 346. It's a hard level problem and a pretty good one to solve. In fact, probably one of the most interesting and toughest problem that I have also seen as a level 4 problem in Leetcode. So yeah, let's see what the problem statement is. So the problem name is modify graph edge weights. So it says that you are given an undirected weighted connected graph containing n nodes labeled from 0 to n-1 and an integer array edges, where edges of I is basically telling you that node number AI is connected with node number BI and has a weight of WI. Okay. Now some edges have a weight -1 while others have a positive weight. Now our task is to modify all the edges with a weight of -1 by assigning them some positive integer value in the range 1 to 2 into 10 raised to power 9, so that the shortest distance between the nodes source and destination becomes equals to a given number target. Okay. If there are multiple modifications that make the shortest distance between source and destination equals to target, any of them will be considered. Okay. Return an array containing all edges, even unmodified ones, in any order if it is possible to make the shortest distance from source to destination equals to target, or an empty array if it is impossible. Note that you are not allowed to modify the weights of edges with initial positive weights, right? Let's see what it's saying. So consider this graph. I have 5 nodes. Forget about this diagram, okay? I have 5 nodes and there are some edges. So the edges are like this. This is node number 3. Let me just draw it. Yeah. It says 4 and 1 are connected, weight is -1. Okay, weight is -1. 2 and 0 connected, weight is -1. 0 and 3 connected, weight -1. 4, 3 connected, weight -1. Everyone has a weight of -1. I want the distance between source and destination, the shortest distance between source and destination, to be equals to 5. Source is 0, destination is 1. Source is 0, destination is 1. So what is the possible path? This path. There are 3 edges. Now every edge here has a negative weight. So all you need to do is divide this 5 into 3 parts. So one possible way is assign it a weight of 3, assign it a weight of 1, assign it a weight of 1. This is one of the possibilities. The second possibility is assign it a weight of 2, 2 and 1, whatever you want, but ultimately assign some positive numbers. Okay. Now if you do that, just see that now the shortest path between source and destination is 5, and that is what we wanted. So now you have to return the list of edges. So 4 and 1 is connected. This 4 and 1 are connected by 1, this by 1, this by 3, and just see this was also negative weight. So we have to convert all the negative weights into a positive integer, though it is not, affecting your shortest distance. But again, assign it some random value, whatever you want. Assign it 1, assign it a large number, 10 raised to power 9, whatever you want. Okay. This is what we have to do. Let's come to the second example. So this is my graph. Okay. This is my graph. So 0 and 1 are connected, weight is -1. 0 and 2 is connected, weight is 5. Okay. Weight is 5. Source is 0, destination is 2. Source is 0, destination is 2. Now there is only one path, right? They are connected by a direct edge. Now the shortest path here is already 5. Okay. You cannot modify anything to get a to get a path which is equals to 6, right? Even if you modify it, suppose you make it +1, it won't affect the shortest path between 0 and 2, right? So here it is impossible. Here it is impossible. You cannot change this 5 to 6. Okay. So that's why it is not possible in this case. So you return an empty list. That no, it is not possible. Let's come to the third example. Let me draw the graph. So this is the graph. 1 and 0 connected, weight is 4. Okay, 1 and 0 connected, weight is 4. 1 and 2 connected, weight is 3. 2 and 3 connected, weight is 5. 0 and 3 connected, weight is -1. Okay, great. Let me just change the color. Yeah. Now I have to go from source to destination, and my target shortest path should be 6. Okay, 0 to 2. This is 0, this is 2. So what are the different paths that I have? This is one path. The cost is 7. What's the second path? This one. Okay, 5, and this one. I can just modify this edge, right? So this is already 5, and this is -1. I can make it +1, and I'll get the target weight as 6, right? Simple stuff. So here what you will do? This will not be modified. However, this will be modified to +1. That is what the problem is asking us to do. I hope the problem statement is clear, right? Now let's come to the intuition part for this. Okay, let's talk about edge cases first. So just see, initially what you do, you just ignore all the edges which have a weight negative, which have a negative weight. Okay, like for in this case it will be 2, 3, 1, 0, this is 4, this is 3, this is 5. Forget about this edge. Okay, this has a negative weight, right? Forget about this edge. Now just run the shortest path algorithm. Any algorithm you want, but yeah, run Dijkstra algorithm from source to destination. Okay, see what is the shortest distance, right? Now if the distance to destination is less than target, right, as we saw in this case, the distance from source to destination was 5, which is less than target. So that means you cannot achieve what you want, right? You cannot achieve this target as the shortest distance, right? Because you already have a value less. Now, however, you want that the minimum value is greater than the current minimum value. That is not possible, right? You want the minimum value to be 6. You already have got a value of 5, right? You cannot modify it. So in that case, you'll return an empty list. You cannot do anything. Okay. Okay, this is done. Now what we'll do? Once we have done this, we are left with edges which have negative weight, and to those negative edges I can assign any value, right? So what we will do, simple, in any random order, start picking up those edges. Okay, pick up an edge which has a negative weight. Like for example, in this case I have just one possibility, this is the possibility. Just pick it up, assign it a weight of 1. Okay, assign it a weight of 1. This is just, I'm assigning a weight of 1 just to run the Dijkstra algorithm, that's it. Now what we'll do, if we assign it a weight of 1, so every time you pick up an edge, assign it a weight, you pick up a negative edge, assign it a weight, and then again run Dijkstra algorithm from source to every other nodes, right? Dijkstra is saying that, okay, what are the distance of other nodes, shortest distance to other node from a source node. So here my source is known, destination is known. After I run Dijkstra algorithm, I get the shortest distance from source to destination. Now again, do the same check. Okay, which check? Suppose the shortest distance that you have got after adding this edge is x. Okay, but what do you want? You want the shortest distance to be target. Okay, so target minus x is something that I still have. Okay, suppose target is 6 minus the shortest distance after I've added it is suppose 5. So there is one more, there is still one left with me. So I'll add the remaining amount here, because I can only modify this one. Okay, like if I consider this example only, so what will happen? Just remove this. Okay, just remove this. Suppose this is 13. Okay, and the shortest distance that we want would have been 8. Just taking an example. Okay, so I assign a weight of 1 here. Now when I run Dijkstra algorithm after adding this weight, the shortest distance comes out to be 6. Okay, but I want my target to be 8. So I am left with 8 minus 6, that is 2. So what I'll do, I'll add 2 here as well. I'll add the 2 in the newest edge. So this will become 3. And now just see my graph is valid. This is 5, this is 3, and the shortest distance comes out to be 8. Right? That's what we'll do. Simple. Getting it? That's what we'll be doing. And yeah, that's it. And then what happen, as soon as you get this condition, as soon as you are able to satisfy this condition, all the edges which still have negative weight, you can assign any random number to them, right? In the range 1 to 2 into 10 raised to power 9. Simple. This is the algorithm. Okay, let me show you the implementation and this will become crystal clear. Okay, these are the constraints. The number of edges that you can have is 100, and obviously the number of nodes that you can have is 100, and the number of edges obviously n into n minus 1 by 2. So, and yes, everything will be 3 because it says A and B are connected by a weight of W and so on. Target is 10 raised to power 9, the maximum value, right? So let's start. Let's go step by step. The code is easy. Okay, the code is easy. Let me explain you step by step. Forget about the other lines. This is my main function. I call a function create adjacency list. I pass the number of nodes and the edges. What this list is doing? It is simply creating the adjacency list. I receive the number of nodes and the edges. Now just see what it is doing. So adjacency list is basically a list of pair. Okay, why I am doing it? I am doing it because this will tell me that, okay, node number 1 is connected to node number 2 and the edges have a weight of suppose 5. Node number 1 is connected to node number 3 and suppose the weight of the edge of 1 and 3 is 15. So that is why I have done this. Okay, so adjacency dot add new array list, because it's an array list, right? So add n number of list. Every node will have a list, maybe empty, but it will have it, right? Now start traversing the edges. Initially ignore all the edges with negative weight and just populate your list. So this is node number 1, this is node number 2, this is weight. Add a pair. So in n1, add a pair of n2 n weight, and in n2 add a pair of n1 n weight. This is undirected graph, right? So you will add n1 in n2 and n2 in n1, right? In the adjacency list of each one of them, right? So this is done. This guy just creates the list, okay, so that I can traverse the graph. Okay, done. What is this? This array is basically keeping a track of what is the shortest distance to every node from the given source node. This is my source, this is my destination, this is my target. Okay, so initially I fill it with infinity, and this is a very large value. That's it. This is a very large value. Okay, now just see this. We applied Dijkstra algorithm using Q, right? It's basically breadth first search. Distance of source from source is 0. Add that in Q and apply Dijkstra algorithm. What we are doing, okay, pick up the node which is in front, remove it from the queue, and see what are the neighboring nodes for this particular picked node. Okay, now check the distance. The next node that I have is the one that I have just fetched. So the node value is this, the distance is this, okay, the weight is this, sorry. Now if I come via the route that I have right now, right, basic Dijkstra, if distance of next node is greater than, that means if the current distance is greater than the distance of u from source plus the current weight, then you just update it and add the next node in queue, because you will be applying breadth first search, right? This is basic Dijkstra. So I'll not go in depth about this, how to apply Dijkstra and how to find the shortest path. That is simple, right? Now once you do this, what you check, that if the shortest distance from source to destination is less than target, that means I cannot do anything, right? Till now I have not added any negative weight edges. Okay, I can't do anything, I can't modify the positive edges, right? So just return an empty list. Now if distance of destination equals target, that means I have got the shortest distance what I wanted. Okay, then what I'll do, all the edges which have negative weight, just assign it a very large value. So here I've assigned 10 raised to power 9, right? I can assign any large number, right? So I've assigned it, and finally I've returned the edges. Okay, so till here, without modifying any edge, I mean without basically including any extra edge with negative weight in my graph, I was able to find the shortest distance. So just update the edges with negative weight, right? Now the core logic comes. Okay, start traversing the edges. This is an edge, this is node 1, this is node 2, this is the corresponding weight. Now if that is a negative weight edge, right, because you have already considered the positive weight, so pick up a negative weight edge and start including that in your graph. So just do this. If this edge has a negative weight, so make that weight as 1. Okay, because this is the smallest positive number I can assign, right? So assign it 1. Update the adjacency list. How? Add a pair. So in u add v and a distance 1, and in v add u and 1, right? It's the same thing that I was doing here. Yeah, just see here. In n1 I was adding n2 and the corresponding weight. So here the weight is 1, right? We have considered it to be 1. Let me just erase it for clarity. Okay, so that's what we have done here. Let's come down. I'll just erase it for clarity. Yep, done. Okay, so now once you do it, you have added one extra edge. Now again do the same thing. Take a queue, initialize everything with a large value, all the distances. Distance of source is actually 0. Again apply Dijkstra algorithm. Exactly the same code that we wrote above. Yes, we can put this code in a function and call this function separately from both the positions. That is also good. That's also good. But yeah, I've just written the code like this. A better way would be to make a function, pass some values, and that will apply the Dijkstra, right? That is a better way. So here what we have done, exactly the same code. Front node, remove it, check the next node. If the distance is less, add that in the queue, and a bunch of other things, right? Again the same thing. After you have applied the Dijkstra, just see if the minimum distance to destination is less than equals to target. That means yes, I have achieved it. What is the residual value? It is target minus distance that I have got. So add that in edge 2, right? Edge 2 is the current edge with negative weight. Add that. And now what you will do, for all the remaining edges which have negative weight, j equals to I plus 1. Remember, I was at the ith edge. Okay, so j equals to I plus 1. What you do, if the current edge has a negative weight, apply assign it a large value, right? This is a large value, I can assign it, right? I can assign a large value. Just do that and finally return the edges. However, if you are not able to find it, what you will do, add one more edge. Keep on adding the edges which have negative weight, right? So again, you are traversing the array. Again, when you find a negative weight, an edge with negative weight, assign it a weight of 1, update the adjacency list, apply Dijkstra, find the shortest path. Okay, if it is satisfying your condition, then assign a large value to all the remaining edges which have negative weight, or else pick up one more edge. Remember, order of edges does not matter here because I can assign any value to the remaining edges. Now suppose the number of edges are large. So what happens? Suppose that this is one node and this is another node. So this is a negative weight. I could have picked this, this and this would have been, what do you call it? A direct edge from source to destination. However, instead of this, suppose I'm picking this. Just taking an example. So what I'll do, suppose the target is 5. So instead of assigning it 5, what I can do, I can assign 1, 1, 1, something like this. So ultimately, it totally depends on what weight do I need to assign. So if I take this route, I'll assign it a 10⁻⁹. So in that case, the shortest distance will be this. Remember, we are not bothered about the shortest number of edges. Rather, we are just bothered about the shortest cost. That means the addition of it, right? So yeah, you keep on doing this. So if at last you are not able to find, you're not able to meet the target, what you'll do? Return a new list, an empty list, right? So that's what we have done here. So this was a great problem. I would say the main observation here was that yes, keep on assigning a weight of 1, okay, and then apply Dijkstra and then assign the residual value to this edge, right? Keep on doing that because the trick here is the order of edges won't matter here, right? And finally you get the answer, right? So yeah, that's it for this problem. In fact, it's a great problem. I hope you would have learned a number of things from this. So yeah, do support it by giving a thumbs up if you learned something new. Also do subscribe to the channel if you are new here to receive the latest update of Leetcode contest. And yes, in case of any queries, mention that in the comment section. I'll revert on each one of them. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.